Thank you for having me back in this video. My name is Steven. Today we shall be looking at the importance of trading from a bigger time frame. Why do we have to trade from a bigger time frame? Most of the time that we are discussing from here, we look at different time frame and they are important. But today we shall be looking at why is it important to trade from a bigger time frame. What are the importance of waiting for a breakout from a bigger time frame? These are what we are going to be considering in today's video. Now, I am on gold chart and I'm moving to weekly chart. Now, this is weekly chart. We are going to be considering our trading from weekly chart and that of the daily chart. That of the monthly chart. These are what we are going to restrict ourselves, looking at how important they are to our trading decision. Now, this is gold, and today is 8/5/2022. Now, today is Friday, and here is the weekly chart of gold. Now, if you look at this chart from here, so I need to magnify the chart so that we can see it very clearly. You will agree with me that from here, which is last week, we have a turning, that is, we have a support around this place, that this place is forming a support, and we have this candle close it closed with one black candle and one white candle. So why the market resumed the following week, look at what happened from here. So we have this candle engulfing this area. Now, this is a very good information that we have gotten from this area. This area gives us a very clear and perfect information that we have got an engulfing pattern from last week, from 2 weeks ago, that this candle has been forming what we call an engulfing pattern. If you look at this area, this very area, you will agree with me that there are no engulfing pattern from here. That is, this candle and this candle and this candle and this candle never break this very candle. Look at it from here. There are no break from here. Now, I want you to pay attention so that you will get a very clear view of what I'm saying, so that things will look so clearly to you. So you have to stay to the end of this video so that you understand how to trade from a bigger time frame. That is, how to understand the principle of a bigger time frame. Now, if you look at this place now, that we have a break of this candle from here, and it's quite different to a situation that we have around this place. If you look at this place, there are no engulfing pattern at all from here. Now, because of this, what we have from here is that the candle struggle around this place. They keep struggling around this place, and at the end of the day, they turn back again and find their way down again, thereby breaking an area. Look at it from here. This is the area that was broken for us to have a downtrend. Look at it from here. This is the area that was broken. Now, because we are on a bigger time frame, this is not 1 minute chart, this is not 5 minute chart, this is not 15 minute chart, this is not 30 minute chart, even this is not daily chart, this is not 4 hours, this is weekly chart. Now, I want to tell you that a move from this place to this place could be up to 1,000 or 2,000 move, because it's from a bigger time frame. Now, if we check this place now, this is about 1,230 pips that is moving. And now, for you to get a picture of this one, to trade this move, you have to move down to a shorter time frame, like daily chart, 4 hours, 1 hour. But before then, you must understand the importance of a break in a bigger time frame, and that is exactly what we are trying to do today. That is, what are the reasons, what are the break, when there is a break from bigger time frame, what are those things that we are going to experience while broken. Now, if you look at this chart today, this week, you will agree with me that we have a break of this very candle around here. That is, there's a break of this candle around here. Now, I want to take out all this for us to be able to see what I'm saying clearly, so that it won't get so messy around that area. Now, here I'm taking this out now. Good. Now, this is what I'm looking at now. We have gotten an information that this area has been broken. Then how do we appreciate this move? Now, I want to tell you that when a candle has been broken in a bigger time frame, does not mean we are going to use this bigger time frame breaking to take our trade. It does not work like that. If we decide to enter and continue to take a trade from here, now if you look at this following week, what happened from this week is that this candle here does not move up. Why? Because at the other time frame, like daily chart, they may have been overbought, or probably at 4 hours they may have also been overbought. So this means that we cannot use this to do what? To take a trade, to get an entry. So because other area that will be relevant to this breakout is not actually up ready. Now let's go back to daily chart. Now let's draw a vertical line for us to see where this line has actually broken, so that we can, for us to see what is happening from here. Now I'm trying to draw a vertical line. Here's a vertical line from here. Now let's go back to to daily chart from here. Now if you look at my daily chart, this is where we have my vertical line around this place, and in my daily chart it is telling me that for this candle to be broken in a bigger time frame, it has made the stochastic of my daily chart to be what? To be overbought. You understand? My stochastic has been overbought, and therefore telling me that if I want to take a trade at this particular time, I am not going to take a trade going up. Why? Because this area is an overbought area. So in that case, I am going to draw a line around this place to indicate that this area is already overbought. Now, if I'm going to take a trade, I am going to look at my stochastic, that my stochastic is coming down, and I'm going to do what? I am going to start taking a downtrend. It does not matter if this weekly chart is what? Is overbought. Is going up. This does not make any sense for me to do what? To start going up, because it's telling me that this area is not ready as a result of an overbought situation that I have in what? In daily charts. Now let me take this out. I want us to understand the logic around this place. Now, because this is overbought and this is ready for me to take a trade, that does not mean that I am going to start doing what? I am going to start taking a trade because I have what? Because I have an overbought, because I have a break of a candle last week here. This does not work that way. Now, I want to emphasize this. The breaking of a bigger time frame like weekly chart and daily chart is going to signify that when this daily chart cross, that when it finish its action, that is when it's moved down from here, look at it from here, when you move down from here to this place, you understand, and turn back from here and turn back, which means that it's going to which means it has ready. That is when I will consider the overall what? The overall direction of this area. That is, this weekly chart and daily chart has actually do what? They have actually ready. And this is going to cause what? This is going to cause a very serious move to an uptrend. And this is going to be what? This is going to cause what we refer to a very long trend around this place, and probably this might cause a break of this 240 around this area. Now, what I'm trying to bring out is, I am trying to tell us that the importance of taking a trade for a bigger from waiting for an agreement between the stochastic of what? Of weekly chart and that of daily chart to speak the same thing. When the price of two of them, when the stochastic of the two chart agree together, is always very, very pronounced. Now, I cannot take a trade around this place. It is not possible, because my stochastic in a daily chart is not yet ready. Until I have a situation that look like this, this is when I will continue to consider an uptrend. Now let's go back to 4 hours. Now in 4 hours, you will agree with me that when the stochastic of daily charts, which is this place, is up, we have a different situation in 4 hours chart. What is the situation that we have in 4 hours? The situation we have in 4 hours is that at that point, our 4 hours has got to the 240 moving average, which signify a further direction to a downtrend. It signifies a further direction to a downtrend. Now, when this happens, as a trader, what you need to do is to wait for what? Is to wait for these 4 hours and daily chart to be ready for you to have a proper entry. Now, with my own analysis from here, because I am having this stochastic, that is, let me take this out for us to be able to see it very clearly. Now, I'm taking this as a pure analysis. Now, from here, you will agree with me that from here we have the stochastic of this very candle to be what? To be bullish. And now, this is not yet bullish. This daily chart cannot control the overall direction of this weekly chart. This is not possible. Technically, this is not acceptable. Now, because this is already forming a bullish move, then we have to wait for this to come down towards that direction. And we also have to wait for 4 hours to speak the same thing with the direction of the daily and the weekly chart. Now, because we are having the weekly chart stochastic to be what? To be up, we are going to have this direction to be up probably this week. Even though there is what? Even though there are challenges in a smaller time frame that needs to compress this to turn down, to turn to an uptrend, we still have to wait for this to happen. Now, if you look at this area from here, let's take it from 1 hour. You will agree with me that 1 hour is already in an upward mode. It has never been down. So because of this, we need to wait for our 4 hours and what? And daily chart to speak the same thing with the overall direction of the weekly chart. So the weekly chart is giving us that if we have all the move that has been up, the weekly chart will still be there to be what? To be bullish, despite the bearishness of other time frame. Now, after they have exhausted their power and they turn towards the direction of the bigger time frame, then we are going to have a move. This is how professionals look at the trade. They look at the trade from a bigger time frame. We don't consider the trade from a shorter time frame. We look at what is happening to our bigger time frame. Is our bigger time frame ready? Is our bigger time already in a bullish direction or in a bearish direction? If this has already happened, like what we have from here, if you look at this, this is what we have from here. This is already bullish around this side. This is bullish around this side, and because it is bullish, we need to wait for what? We need to wait for our shorter time frame to be bullish for us to take an entry. This might probably take days because of the weekly chart. The daily chart is down. It might take 5 days. It might take 3 days for this to happen. But once they happen, they are always very, very pronounced. So I want you to study this. Try and understand what will happen if we have a cross or a move from a bigger time frame, and if that bigger time frame is not the action of the bigger time frame is not in accordance with the action of a lower time frame, then what do you do as a trader? What you need to do is to wait, like the situation that we have around this place, that we have to wait for this to move down and cross. What we need is moving down, cross, and speak the same thing with what we have from here. If this does not happen, and if this actually happens, we are going to see a heavy move towards an uptrend. So I believe with this information, you will be able to appreciate how to trade from a bigger time frame, how to understand the importance of a bigger time frame. Now, I've been able to dwell properly on the reason that we need to wait for a bigger time frame to do what? To ready. If this actually ready, we are going to have a lot of pips. This can probably give us up to 200 pips, 300 pips, or 500 pips within a week. This is where we have an heavy move. If this happens, we are going to have a very serious move during the month. So I want you to study this, understand it, so that when I am releasing another video, then you will understand that they have correlation with each other. So I want you to subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to this channel